What's up guys, DuArktik with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we're going to take a first look on Spider-Man Big Time. Is finally made available to the public, so we're gonna see if I was right or not, and he's going to have some utility in the tech nodes of the incursion raids. We are going to do difficulty 4, yes, difficulty 4, and my Spider-Man Big Time right now is at level 80, 3 yellow stars, 0 red stars, and gear tier 15. This is the case because unfortunately Scopely had the bright idea of releasing Spider-Man Big Time and also Sylvie at the same time. Sylvie, which is required for the Bifrost team, and it's no surprise, right? Because they at the same time they also release a gold calendar. So why not release 2 characters in the same day within 24 hours to make sure that people buy the gold calendars, right? So unfortunately I was not able to get up this guy more than because I wanted to get him up more. I just can't because I have to unlock Sylvie to test her out. Either way, you're gonna see what is possible to do with Spider-Man Big Time, and if his kit alone is gonna be enough to influence the way on how we do the tech raids. I also mentioned in the past that maybe Yellow Jacket and Ant-Man would also be a possibility in terms of countering the tech nodes, but we're gonna leave that for later because right now, as I said, we don't have the resources. I don't have access to the test server. I'm not an envoy. I'm not paid by Scopely. I'm not a shield for Scopely, and I'm gonna make things as honest as possible on this video because there will be a little bit of drama as well in it. So I want to make sure that things are as clear as possible. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at Spider-Man Big Time in action. I have him with only 2 T4s. You need to do the T4 on the ultimate, otherwise it's not gonna apply trauma with the disrupt. Yes, he applies trauma in all game modes. We have checked that out in a previous video a couple of weeks ago when we went through the game files and see that yes, if you do the T4 on this character, it's going to apply trauma for 2 turns to a single target. So keep this in mind. In Alliance Wars Defense, it works in a different way, so keep that in mind. The passive is also nice to have because whenever he gets attacked, he's going to get more speed bar. Unfortunately, he's kind of weak at this point because we don't have red stars, we don't have enough yellow stars, and level 80, right? But even at level 80, I think it's going to be important for you to watch to make a decision on if you want to get up this character or not. Okay, so as always, if you find information on these videos helpful, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content and make sure to smash that like button. Okay, let's get started. As always, before you start, make sure you check out the channel. We have new videos every day. The video that we are doing right now is going to be the video 1000, and we are very close of reaching 10,000 subscribers. Keep in mind that these 10,000 subscribers, they were earned. No one boosted us with any kinds of shoutouts or anything in order to get all these subscribers. It was all based on 3 years of work that we have been doing so far. The latest videos that we have is about Dark Dimension. I'm blazing through Dark Dimension, and some of the information that we have out there on the community from the envoys, it's terrible. It's really terrible. They are saying don't get up Spider Weaver, for example. Terrible information. Spider Weaver is amazing on Dark Dimension 6, and I've been shredding through the global nodes and also the free-for-all nodes, so no surprise there. Beyond that, we have all kinds of other videos. As always, we cover all kinds of topics related with this game. Okay, so let's take a look at this video. Like I mentioned, 1.5 months ago, almost 2 months ago, we mentioned that infestation could be the solution for the tech raid on the incursion, the tech lane on the incursion raids. And from the first impressions, it seems that we'll have definitely some help. Is Ant-Man going to be a solution? I'm not sure yet. Is Yellow Jacket going to be a solution? Maybe, very likely, we'll see about that. The only character that really matters right now is Spider-Man Big Time. And we have some hints. We have some hints that Spider-Man Big Time is also going to have synergies with Black Cat, which is going to be a legendary character. Black Cat is also supposed to be tech because of the way her powers work. She has like some tech weird powers, and based on that, we might have some huge value on getting up Spider-Man big time right now. But we should have the kit of Black Cat available next week on the blog on Friday. And then I would still say to wait for the patch to drop in early August, because sometimes what they put on the blog is not the whole information, right? It's like Spider-Man big time having the trauma, and we don't know about that in other game modes. We know for War Defense, but we don't know for the other game modes. Okay, so big shout out to all the envoys that said that Spider-Man big time was not going to be good for the tech lanes. And we have first off here Mr. Shardgrave. Mr. Shardgrave is a clown dressed in black. That's the best description I have for him. You can see that he has 7 yellow stars, 5 red stars, gear tier 17, level 95 Spider-Man big time. And what he does is to make this character to look the worst possible. I'm not sure if he got paid by Scopely to do this kind of anti-promotion. It's just ridiculous what kind of nonsense he does. This is why I say he's a clown dressed in black, because it doesn't make any sense anything he does. So once again, we have level 95, 7 yellow stars, 5 red stars on Spider-Man big time, and this is the Spider-Man big time I'm gonna use. He got free stuff from Scopely to promote this. He made a bunch of money with this video, and this is what we have. We have people that are lying in order to make sure that you push the narrative that Scopely wants them to push. Okay, so let's take a look at just a few seconds of the gameplay that he's going to be able to provide. So this is the first attack that he does, and he's going to use the special. He's going to use the special first. Why is he going to use the special? I have no idea. It doesn't make any sense. And once again, I guess he's being paid to make things look as bad as possible. So after there is some kind of FOMO where you are forced to get up these characters with more expensive offers or with more gold or something like that. So you can see he's going to use the special. Use the special on Gambit. Why? Why? Miss Marvel is right here. We have a bunch of hero characters here. We need to apply Disrupt on Miss Marvel, especially with the trauma that we discover that Spider-Man big time can apply. So after, whenever you attack these hero characters with Kang or with Doctor Doom or whichever other character, you want to make sure that Miss Marvel does not taunt. Otherwise, these characters here in the corner, they are going to destroy you. This is a puzzle. Scopely built this on purpose so you can see which characters to use. It's like Lady Deathstrike on the Doom raids. She was also amazing because you have to complete a puzzle, right? So you apply Disrupt here, you destroy all these characters here in the middle, and that's it. This node will be a lot easier when all these 6 characters are gone. Either way, so you can see the first mistake, used the special rather than the ultimate, and used it on Gambit, the special on Gambit rather than the ultimate on Miss Marvel. This is why you cannot listen to these clowns dressed in black, because or they are way too stupid or they are being paid to mislead you. Okay, then let's gonna listen it to from the horse's mouth. Once again, look at the size of the character he has. Let's listen what he has to say.
Don't take big time Spider-Man into raids and think it's gonna do anything for you, because it's not. It's not a thing. This is not a thing. Grave diggers.
Okay, so as you can see, it's not a thing. You heard it from the horse's mouth. Okay, so beyond that, let's see what is this. We have other envoys saying the same narrative. Spider-Man big time is not a real thing. We have Run 7, we have Mr. Atgrave, we have Taco Shooter, we have Benny Westside. 4 envoys saying the same thing. And then on top of that, we also have one of our favorite envoys, Porky Pad. So let's see what Porky Pad has to say in terms of infestation helping you out on the tech lane on incursion raids.
And like throw homie under the butt, because you have no idea how many people I get. And you know what? Probably not real people, probably fucking burner accounts homie made. But how many people come in and say like, you shouldn't fight with him, you know, you shouldn't have this drama between you two, you're both really good theory crafters. In my head I'm like, oh yeah, because infestation's gonna be the tech answer, bud. So I really kind of want to make a video just showing everything. Like, hey, this is like my entire conversation history with this kid. This is the shit he's done. This is the shit he's doing now. If you think this is okay, I'm not okay with you, and you shouldn't watch my shit. Watch his shit. Go. I'd rather not.
Okay, so we listen to him. Like, let's see what is my conversation with DuArktik. Once again, I have nothing to hide. I have literally nothing to hide. I sleep every day with clear conscience that I never did anything to hurt anyone directly. Sometimes I make jokes about other people. I make jokes about myself every day too. So there is no problem with that. That's part of being a content creator. You have to entertain your audience, right? But here is my conversation with DuArktik. I guess we're gonna put it from the top to the bottom. So this message was on 2022, on January of 2022. So let's go back to 2023. So I saw him using one of my teams, and someone even said in the chat that, DuArktik calls this team Phoenix Down or something. And he got very offended, as always, because, I don't use this team. Like Phoenix with Omega Red, no one uses this team. This is something that I got out of my ass. Yeah, sure, bro. So either way, I just mentioned that he had the wrong position, wrong ISO weight, and then he made a response about that. You can read it for yourself. You let me know exactly where did I said something very, very seriously. I talked about him obtaining different accounts from different people and hopping from one account to other. Instead of like completing the Apocalypse Saga, instead of completing Dark Dimension 6, he just jumps from one account, from one person to other accounts with other person. So he doesn't have to put the effort into it. Why would you clear Dark Dimension 6 when you can obtain an account from some other guy that already completed Dark Dimension 6, right? I mean, we don't even have to talk about the consequences of breaking the terms of service, credit card information sharing and all these things. But these are the problems that I have, and the fact that he's dishonest about these topics. I'm not dishonest at all. Once again, you can check all the messages. I'm gonna scroll through them slowly so you can check out exactly what I said. I also mentioned to him that is quite strange that he's friendly with someone like Mr. Artgrave that many times have made questionable jokes, calling people subhuman because they don't have money to put into this game, saying that white people should get all kinds of hate and violence towards them because they are the worst. This is in Mr. Artgrave's words. And this is what I don't understand about this. Once again, you can check it out for yourself. I'm scrolling this as slow as possible. And then, okay, DuArktik, so I showed all the DMs. So what exactly do you have to say about anything, right? You paint me as this being like super evil person, but the reality is that nothing you say is real. We have the facts in front of everyone's eyes, and they don't match what you're saying. So I don't know, it's just the way it is, right? Either way, we're gonna go back into the main topic of this video, which is Spider-Man Big Time, and if it's going to be useful on the tech raids or not, the tech lanes on the incursion raids. Okay, so here we are. This is the footage from yesterday's live stream. You can see me unlocking Spider-Man Big Time. This is not test server footage. This is not paid by Scopely by any means. This is what we have on the live server. This is the experience that most people at the top 1% go through. So we have Spider-Man Big Time with 3 yellow stars, and that's it. And we are going to apply ISO weight level 4 to him, blue. We're going to give him some T4s, and we're going to give him gear tier 15. Now, one big problem with this character right now is that the ISO weight that is recommended for Alliance Wars defense is not the same ISO weight that I would recommend to raids. I would say that Skirmisher or Raider would be the best options for raids. I prefer to use him as a Skirmisher for consistency alone, and especially because he doesn't have any red stars and very little yellow stars. The passive is a must-have T4 because every time he's attacked, he's going to get 20% speed bar, making him very fast, allowing him to get his cooldowns a lot faster. And then you have the ultimate. You need the T4 on the ultimate in case you want to trauma with Disrupt for 2 turns. If you don't do the T4, it's not gonna work. And yes, I know it's not there, the text, but in the code of the game it is. We checked this out 2 weeks ago or so. there is a video called like secret abilities of Spider-Man Big Time, and that's the secret ability, is that if you do the T4, he applies Disrupt and Trauma for 2 turns in all game modes. All game modes. Okay, so as you guys can see, this is my account, this is me unlocking the character. And now we're going to take a look at this character in action on the raids. Okay, so we are going to take a look at node number 1 on the tech lane, and I'm using Dr. Doom. If you don't know my snowball strategy to make Dr. Doom always have his ultimate ready on node number 1, make sure to check out the channel. There is a video with the thumbnail, snowball strategy with Dr. Doom. Very important in case you want to make your raid experience as easy as possible. If you don't know how to use the Dr. Doom snowball strategy, you could use Yellow Jacket, but as I mentioned, I don't have enough resources to get up all these characters. I'm not on the test server, I'm not being paid by Scopely, and because of that, I cannot test Yellow Jacket for now. Okay, so we are going to use Spider-Man Big Time. As we mentioned, we are going to apply Disrupt with Trauma to Miss Marvel, and you can see that it lands. And because it lands, we are going to be able to attack all those 6 characters on the left side without having to worry about Miss Marvel taunting. On top of that, because the characters are so low, you could use Yellow Jacket and finish all of them at the same time. But as I mentioned, we don't have Yellow Jacket ready yet. And I would not use Ultron, I would use Shuri instead. But this was before I geared up Shuri, so she was not available yet. So if you'd use Yellow Jacket, all the enemies that we are facing on the left side, they would be dead already, because the ultimate of Yellow Jacket is so powerful. After that, Kang does his ultimate and he shreds to everyone. And when the second wave of enemies shows up, you have to think about the Emma Frost and also the Iron Fists. It really depends on your damage output and how you can manage your cooldowns, because you really want to make sure you finish off these characters, and you want to make sure that the Iron Fists, they don't attack you. If the Iron Fists attack you, they're really going to do a lot of damage to your team, and they're also going to revive characters. So this is something that you don't want to do. If you feel like this is going to happen, that you don't have enough damage to finish them off, make sure you close the match as soon as the Captain Sam does his ultimate. And like this, the Iron Fists are not going to attack you. So this was node number 1. As you can see, that Disrupt on Miss Marvel was extremely important for us to snowball through the node. And if you don't have Dr. Doom ready, once again, Yellow Jacket is an option. In the future, if we have the opportunity, we will test it out. Now let's take a look at the second node. For the second node, I gear up Shuri to make sure that I have her available, as I thought she would be important. The reason why she's going to be important is that Spider-Man Big Time is faster than her. So he's going to spawn with defense up, but after he's going to lose that defense up on his turn. So you want to make sure that when Shuri gives the defense up, she protects the characters while they are not in their turn. So they only lose the defense up when their turn arrives. So keep that in mind. Spider-Man Big Time will spawn with defense up, Shuri then will give him defense up, and then you do the special on the second turn, keeping him once again with defense up, making sure that he's staying alive for a long time. Okay, so on the second node, I didn't have the ultimate ready because he died a little bit too early, and I should have applied the defense down and vulnerability to the Silver Surfer, just to make sure that I flip that defense up, right? If I would have the ultimate of Spider-Man Big Time, we would flip that defense up easily on Silver Surfer, and then we will one-shot the entire team. Once again, if you don't have Dr. Doom available, you can still use your Yellow Jacket here in the middle, and the Yellow Jacket is going to destroy everyone with his ultimate. Then we have to worry about Captain Carter and the Agent Venom. Yellow Jacket is also nice against Captain Carter because he's able to steal positive effects from her and is able to remove health from her with his special ability. Okay, so you can see right here we are shredding through these enemies, even that we didn't have the best situation. Because we have Kang giving speed bar on spawn, and because we also have Kang turn rewinding the enemies by 10%, that 15% will allow Dr. Doom to go before any of the other enemies except Zemo, right? So Dr. Doom will go even before Silver Surfer, which is great because like this it will prevent another situation with ability block. Okay, so Dr. Doom will go first. Once again, this is the option. You can use Yellow Jacket instead, it's gonna be fine. You just want to make sure that you use the ultimate of Spider-Man Big Time on Silver Surfer. In the future, we're gonna test out the Yellow Jacket situation, but for now, this is what we have. So unfortunately, Castle, she still had the offense up whenever Dr. Doom used his ultimate. The Zemo was not able to remove the offense up from Castle, and because of that, we had Castle attacking rather than Kang, and this could be a problem. So this is something that we have to adjust in the future. We might have to do a few changes in order for this to work properly. Okay, so now we have the second wave of enemies. Because Kang has his cooldown on the special, we're going to apply slow to all those Ghost Riders, and then we are going to use Astral to apply defense down to them. We're gonna flip that defense up into defense down if you can, and then you just have to focus on the Ghost Riders. You can see that you're gonna be able to one-shot both of them at the same time, and then you want to focus on Nemesis. And like I said, Captain Carter and Agent Venom, it was just some bad RNG that we had on the second node. So as you can see, Spider-Man Big Time is going to counter the Silver Surfer, which is going to be massive. And then if you have Yellow Jacket or Dr. Doom, you want to play the nodes slightly different, but either way, both of those characters are greatly going to help together with Spider-Man Big Time, Kang, Castle and Shuri in order for you to beat these nodes. Okay, now we're gonna take a look at the boss node. Michael cleared up that Captain Carter that was left. Now we have the same team. Unfortunately, my Dr. Doom died a little bit too early, so I was not able to give him enough energy. Shuri, she's also level 90. Spider-Man Big Time is also level 80, as you guys saw. So unfortunately, we were not able to get the energy ready on Dr. Doom. But let's take a look at this team in action and see if they are still going to be able to provide a lot of value on these raids. So here we go. Spider-Man Big Time, once again, his ultimate is going to be crucial. So on the first node, Spider-Man Big Time stops Miss Marvel with his ultimate. On the second node, Spider-Man Big Time stops Silver Surfer with his ultimate. And on the third node, on the boss node, we are going to stop Red Guardian from taunting with the ultimate of Spider-Man Big Time. Because he's extremely fast, because he gets more speed bar from his passive, because Shuri is also giving energy, there is a very, very high chance that each time you face one of these tech nodes, that you're going to be able to apply this Disrupt with Trauma to each of the characters. You are going to be able to use the ultimate each time on each of these characters. So let's flip that down to apply some defense downs, apply some bleeds. Of course, that defense down is going to help out Castle activating her passive. Once again, we have the ultimate of Kang. That means that with extra speed bar, we can have Dr. Doom to go first if he has the energy. So you could use Yellow Jacket on node 1 and node 2 and save Dr. Doom ultimate for the boss node, just to make sure that you finish these as fast as possible. Okay, so with the Spider-Man Big Time, we are going to attack that big Hulkbuster in the middle. We want to make sure that you shred through him. He's very tough because he has a lot of health, so you want to prioritize the other characters. The character that, in my opinion, you should really focus on is this Kestrel. This Kestrel is very, very problematic. She causes a lot of problems for your Dr. Doom because of his minions, and she also does a lot of damage. So that's definitely the character you want to focus on. But unfortunately, because we didn't have the ultimate of Dr. Doom ready, we were not able to finish off this tech node. But this is the first experience that we have with Spider-Man Big Time and with Infestation characters on the tech nodes. And for sure that in the very near future, we're going to be able to provide more footage and better strategies with these. Once again, using Yellow Jacket and also using Dr. Doom on the first nodes and on the boss node in order for you to one-shot the tech nodes without using Bionic Avengers, because Bionic Avengers, unfortunately, is a dead team. Any kind of investment that you put on them might not be a big investment or a big return in the near future to even 6 months from now. I think the more we go forward, the worse it gets. But yeah, that's the first impression with Spider-Man Big Time. As you can see, it's going to be very, very important for the tech lanes on the incursion raids. more footage to come in the future. As soon as I gear up this character a little bit more, I'm gonna try to get 3 red stars on him, so he has some additional survivability, so we can use him even better on these raids. And that's it for now, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed. As you guys can see, what I said 1 month or 2 months ago, it was right on the money. This guy is definitely going to change the way we beat these tech nodes, and that is going to allow your alliance to progress from difficulty 3 to difficulty 4, and then from difficulty 4 to difficulty 5. In the near future, when you get this guy bigger, maybe even difficulty 6, until we finally have a tech raid solution. So that's going to be the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, and if you found the video helpful, make sure to share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and I'll catch you guys later.